Pelican Rapids Vikings today is junior Sebastian Rosiles, and he's got teammates out in front of him, including Oscar Pedroza, also Joshua Urbano. Kadar Aden is on the field, up in the midfield area, along with Sebastian Centeno. Also getting a start today, Kadar Ibrahim. He had the hat trick in the 10-1 victory against Hillcrest the other day. Abdi Isse is also in the midfield area up toward the front for Pelican Rapids, along with Mohammed Ahmed, Jesus Moreno, Abdirahman Saeed, and Daniel Urbano, the starters for the respective Pelican Rapids Vikings under head coach John Peter, a Pelican Rapids high school graduate himself back in the early 2000s. Brendan Johnson is the head coach of the Alexandria Cardinals. He also played in the Alexandria boys soccer program for West Thompson back in the day. Brendan Johnson, a Jefferson High School of Alexandria graduate. Ball is put into play. Alexandria tries to work it into the Pelican Rapids end. It gets cleared off the near sideline. Pelican Rapids with the throw-in. Now Jager Steele tried to connect with one of his teammates, that being Lucas Harstead. Now a crossing attempt, and that got cleared away here by Oscar Pedroza. Now it's out toward the midfield area, and the ball will be rolled out of bounds along the far side.
Rapid Nutrition in Pelican Rapids. Healthy shakes, energizing teas, and iced coffee, and they all taste great. Come into Rapid Nutrition and go out with a smile. Rapid Nutrition on Broadway in Pelican Rapids. Call 218-212-9444.
The white jersey tops, white shorts, red numerals, and trim. Here's a crossing attempt by Pelican Rapids, but Ryan Mavison, the goalkeeper, will scoop it up before Pelican Rapids can get a shot off. Ball is then sent away up into the midfield third.
Your score is 0-0 on the Park Region Otter Tail Telecom scoreboard.
Pedroza, he tried to connect with Abdi Isse here, and the ball goes into traffic. Now it's going to roll over toward Mavison, moving to his left, and he'll scoop the ball up and will look to punt it away. Alexandria is working into the wind here in this first half of play. The breeze is blowing out of the west-northwest, so the Vikings hope to take advantage of having the wind at their back in the first 40 minutes of play.
Stay tuned. Our Minnesota Motor Company halftime show comes your way at the break. Driving people happy since 1922. Minnesota Motor Company.
Get it back. Daniel Urbano sends it now over to Jesus Moreno. Now the crossing attempt got broken up. Ball knocked down in the turf. Scramble here, and the shot is going to go high and wide to the left. And we'll have a goal kick here for the Pelican Rapids, or for the Alexandria Cardinals, rather.
Southtown C-Store is a great place to stop for Piccadilly Pizza or a Subway sandwich. While you're there, don't forget to fill your gas tank, too. Southtown C-Store on Broadway in Pelican Rapids.
Where no overtime was played, we do have the possibility of overtime here in the postseason. Basically, the overtime rules that have been used in years gone by in the playoffs apply here. Potentially 2 10-minute overtime halves with a golden goal to decide the outcome of the game. If there's no scoring in the 2 overtime sessions, then the contest would be decided on a penalty kick shootout. Throw-in by Alexandria gets sent out, and now it'll be a throw-in again, trying to connect here in front with Lucas Harstead, and a couple of defenders try to mark him up. Saeed tries to clear the ball away. It's going to be knocked down. Now Jesus Moreno will try to track it down. Ball is off Alexandria. It's a throw-in to Pelican Rapids.
Minnesota Motor Company brings you our halftime report. They are your Chevy truck headquarters and have been for over 98 years.
Up and over at the edge of the penalty box. Ryan Mavison will track it down for the Alexandria Cardinals.
Your score is 0-0 on the Park Region Otter Tail Telecom scoreboard.
Cloudy skies in the Pelican Rapids area with a temperature of 43 degrees. Now the ball came back toward Mavison. He'll punt it into the wind. Kind of a line drive kick. And now Oscar Pedroza trying to corral it for the Pelican Rapids Vikings. And now the Cardinals shift gears, and here's a chip pass ahead. This is going to roll on the keeper, Rosiles, and he'll actually send it away. He didn't pick it up and punt it. He just sent it while the ball was coming his way. Now the pass up the left sideline by Alexandria, the midfield third. Got knocked away by Jesus Moreno for Pelican Rapids. Moreno on the dribble. He'll send a pass over to his left. That got broken up by the Cardinals' Jager Steele. Now a long ball by Saeed into the Alexandria end, but it gets redirected here by the Cardinals. Ball back up in the midfield third. Scramble for possession. It's out of bounds, and I believe it'll be a throw-in for the Pelican Rapids Vikings here in the 5th minute of today's match.
Now is a great time to review your insurance options. Meet with Shelley at Lakes Country Insurance at 105 South Broadway in Pelican Rapids, or you can give her a call to set up an appointment at 863-1800.
Nothing win over Detroit Lakes on Monday night. Here's a through ball. Sebastian Centeno trying to connect with his teammate off to the left, and the Cardinals' Bjorn Karlstead will clear the ball across the sideline, and we're going to have a throw-in coming up here. Actually, it's going to be Alexandria with the throw-in. Evidently, the ball got knocked off a Pelican Rapids player, and the throw-in along the sideline, and it goes out, and I think we're going to have another throw-in right near the midfield stripe. Looping pass thrown in. Harstead trying to track it down for the Alexandria Cardinals. Back to defend here, Joshua Urbano, and he clears it across the near sideline. The Cardinals will have the throw-in in the attacking third in the Pelican Rapids end. Still no score here in this first half of play. I am D-Mac, Dave McClurg on the call. Looping.
Your score is 0-0 on the Park Region Otter Tail Telecom scoreboard.
Now another shot by Jager Steele, and that got blocked, and the ball cleared away. Pelican Rapids will try to transition into the midfield third. Mohammed Ahmed with the ball now for the Vikings, triggering ahead to Abdi Isse. And now it goes into the Alexandria defensive backfield, and the Cardinals, Bryce Paffrath looks to redirect, but the pass gets intercepted. Moreno has it. Now it goes over to Daniel Urbano. Daniel Urbano, I think, was looking to do a cross, and the ball got cleared across the end line by the Alexandria Cardinals. And the Pelican Rapids Vikings are going to have the first corner kick of the afternoon as we move into the 8th minute of play.
Stay tuned. The Minnesota Motor Company halftime report comes your way. At the break, they are the home of Chevrolet, Buick, and the area's best pre-owned cars and trucks, Minnesota Motors.
And never made it on goal. Alexandria is going to clear it out, and now it comes back into the midfield area. Redirected here by Joshua Urbano, the junior defenseman for Alexandria. Now a battle for possession of the ball. The Vikings have it back. Here's Abdirahman Saeed trying to play it ahead to one of his teammates, and now it's going to be along the sideline where Kadar Ibrahim looks to take control on the dribble. He'll send a support pass back, and then a long ball goes through by Saeed down toward the goal line. Ryan Mavison knocks the ball down, but he can't scoop it up, and now the ball is going to be rolled, I believe, across the sideline, and it's going to be a throw-in for Alexandria deep in the Cardinal end.
Your score is 0-0 on the Park Region Otter Tail Telecom scoreboard.
Boys playoff soccer, this is a quarterfinal match. And now Pelican Rapids will be the one throwing the ball in, as the throw-in got tipped off a Cardinal foot, and so the Vikings now have it. Here is Sebastian Centeno. He'll swing a pass over to the left side, and now the Vikings try to track it down but are unable to do so. We're going to take a timeout. This is a 30-second break. First half, Section 8A boys playoff soccer on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard. The Pelican Rapids Vikings and the Alexandria Cardinals are scoreless.
Sparkling blue lakes, rolling hills, crisp, clean air. This is the Minnesota that Brittany Johnson loves, and the Minnesota she wants to preserve for our children and for generations to come. As your representative, Brittany Johnson will protect our rural way of life by working for a clean energy economy and creating living wage jobs so that our children can remain here to raise their families. Brittany Johnson, working for people from places we love.
I'm Brittany Johnson, and I approve this message. Paid for by the Brittany Johnson for 8A Committee.
Your score is 0-0 on the Park Region Otter Tail Telecom scoreboard.
Continuing coverage of Section 8A boys playoff soccer here on our Leighton Broadcasting family of stations, including 96.5 KJ Country in the Fergus Falls area and People Radio KXRA in the Alexandria area. My name is Dave McClurg. We're in the 10th minute of the opening half. Still no score between Alexandria and Pelican Rapids in this quarterfinal game in Section 8A. The Vikings tried a crossing pass, but Ryan Mavison, the goalkeeper for Alexandria, intercepted that cross, and now he'll roll the ball out toward Jaeger Steele, and now the Vikings try to regain control. Now a crossing attempt here by Alexandria comes back to midfield. I think Holden Hansen may have, nope, it's Lucas Harstead still on the field for Alexandria. Periodically, if Harstead or Jack Carlson go out, Holden Hansen would come in as a substitute for the Alexandria Cardinals. But I don't believe we've had the substitutions yet for either side as we're now into the 11th minute. Now looking to challenge here is Abdi Isse for the Vikings, and the Cardinals clear the ball over across the end line, and Pelican Rapids will be awarded its second corner kick of the afternoon.
Remember to stay tuned. Our Minnesota Motor Company halftime report is coming up. It's shopping made simple at www.mnmotorsco.com. Browse their inventory 24/7.
Here's a header shot, and that goes a little wide to the left off the head of one of the Pelican Rapids attackers, and Alexandria will be awarded the goal kick. Again, the Pelican Rapids Vikings have the wind at their back in this opening half of play, so that means Sebastian Rosilas is the closest goalkeeper to where I'm broadcasting, which is on the west end of the David Brown soccer field here in Pelican Rapids. Ryan Mavison is on the farthest end from my vantage point. A lot of the fans that are here are lined up along the south end of the field, out of play, of course, and many of them have come properly dressed on a cool day. Free kick for Alexandria after a Pelican Rapids foul. The Cardinals now have it in the attacking end. Here is Thomas Klenker trying to send the ball back, and the pass gets intercepted. Now it's coming the other way as Daniel Urbano has it. He tried to get a through ball ahead. One of the Vikings players trying to run it down, and I believe it's going to be cleared across the far side by Tyler Bright, and Pelican Rapids will have a throw-in deep in the Alexandria end.
Your score is 0-0 on the Park Region Otter Tail Telecom scoreboard.
Under 28 to go until intermission. Still 0-0 on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard. Holden Henson will be a substitution here for the Alexandria Cardinals. And we may have a substitution for Pelican Rapids. This might be a Jaime Zavala Franco in for the Vikings. I'll try to identify that when play comes down into the west end here, which Pelican Rapids does not want to do. They want to keep the ball on the opposite end, which is the attacking end for the Vikings. Foul called on Alexandria, and we're going to have a free kick here for Pelican Rapids. A short kick as the Vikings try to set up the short passes. Here is Abdi Isse trying to play the ball to a teammate. Now it's intercepted. The Cardinals' Jack Carlson has it. He'll send a crossing pass over into the direction of Thomas Klenker, but it got intercepted by Oscar Pedrosa. Pedrosa working up the left side. Pass to defender. Now it'll be sent wide, and the ball, I believe, last touched by Pedrosa, and it's going to be a goal kick here for Alexandria.
No appointment is ever needed for a Minnesota Motor Express Lube oil change. You just drive right in, and Minnesota Motors will bring you our halftime report at the break.
Had its first score the other night, the first of 3 Jack Carlson goals. That was set up by a corner kick off the foot of Miles Sandstead. Alexandria has yet to take a corner in this game. Ball comes back toward Mavison. He'll range to the left of the goal mouth to pick the ball up. Now he'll roll it ahead toward Jaeger Steele. And now Colin Riley looking to track it down for Alexandria. Battle for possession, and it's going to come over to the near sideline. Where taking it is Jesus Moreno. Moreno tried a crossing pass. The Cardinals intercept that and try to regain control. Ball in the midfield third right now. Now the Vikings of Dirachman Saeed. He'll look to surge deep on the dribble, and the ball went off his foot across the end line. We'll have a goal kick coming up.
Your score is 0-0 on the Park Region Otter Tail Telecom scoreboard.
I broadcast in Nature's Press Box. Snowflakes are coming down. Yes, I did mention earlier that it was cool enough to snow, and we are now getting a few snow flurries not a major winter dervish or anything like that, but a few snowflakes are coming down at the moment. Here's Pelican Rapids looking to center, and here's a crossing attempt and a shot, save made. Now another shot, and that's going to go over the goal, and we'll have a goal kick coming up. I believe an Alexandria defender blocked that initial shot attempt by Pelican Rapids. Then the follow-up shot went over the net, so we'll have a goal kick here for the Alexandria Cardinals. For the Alexandria sports fans that are tuning in, don't forget the Cardinal girls soccer team will host Detroit Lakes tonight. That's a Section 8A girls soccer quarterfinal. 7 o'clock game time at Viking Bank Field on the Alexandria area high school campus. Now a long ball ahead. Here's a chance for the Cardinals. A shot, save made as Rosilas comes through strong on the Lucas Harstead attack there for Alexandria. Biggest save of the afternoon so far for the junior goalkeeper, Sebastian Rosilas, to keep this game scoreless. Now Alexandria looking to play it back into the west end of the field here. Challenging is Lucas Harstead for possession. Pelican Rapids has the defender back as well. Ball goes out, and then a quick throw-in for the Vikings, Mohammed Ahmed. Now it's sent over to the right side. Saeed has it now for the Pelican Rapids Vikings. He'll play it in deep. Bryce Paffrath down along the sideline and cannot clear it. He's got it on the dribble. Now he'll look to play it up that left sideline or the south end of the field from our vantage point. Now the ball goes through, and now a crossing attempt redirected here by Oscar Pedroza for Pelican Rapids. Still no scores. We are now into minute number 17 of this first half of play. Section 8A boys soccer quarterfinal. Top seed in the north, Pelican Rapids hosting the number 5 seed, Alexandria. Mohammed Ahmed trying to work his way through traffic. Ball gets cleared away by the Alexandria Cardinals. Now a challenge back in the midfield third. And here comes Kadar Aden for it. And now he'll send it over toward the right side to Jesus Moreno. Then it comes back. Here's Aden sending the ball to the left side, and this one's going to go out. Let's take another 30-second break. We are approaching the midpoint of the first half in Section 8A boys soccer. On the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard, the Alexandria Cardinals and the Pelican Rapids Vikings are scoreless.
Hi, my name is Michelle Anderson. Right now, rural Minnesota needs a strong advocate at the state capitol to help our economy recover from the COVID crisis and to support our working families, schools, and healthcare institutions. I am running for state senate because I'm ready to build a bright future for our region. From Alexandria to Perham, Rothsay to Henning, I look forward to listening to your concerns and bringing real solutions to the table. I am Michelle Anderson, and I'd be honored to have your vote. To learn more, visit michelleformn.com.
Paid for by Michelle from Minnesota.
Welcome back to the David Brown Soccer Field in Pelican Rapids, Minnesota. My name is Dave McClurg. I'm also known as DMAC in some circles. Michael Wright on the Classic Rocker KX92 likes to refer to me as the Sports Dweeb. That's fine. I have no problems with that. Here's a shot by Pelican Rapids right on goalkeeper Ryan Mavison, who ends up making the save. The Cardinals were looking to clear the ball back the other way, and Pelican Rapids' Jesus Moreno struck one strong. He was trying to go to the upper left corner. Now a break the other way as the Alexandria Cardinals come down right along the goal line. Here's a crossing attempt, and that goes across the end line, and we'll have a goal kick here for Pelican. Nope, I'm sorry. It's going to be a corner kick for Alexandria.
Your score is 0-0 on the Park Region Undertale Telecom scoreboard.
Cardinals taking this corner kick from the northwest corner of the field. And it's going to be bent in front, headed away, then cleared away. Now a shot attempt, and this one's going to come out, and it's going to be a goal kick for the Pelican Rapids Vikings.
At halftime, our Minnesota Motor Company halftime report will recap all the action. Service department is now open on Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Minnesota Motor Company.
It's here in the 20th minute of the opening half. And now Sebastian Rosilas will take the goal kick. Colin Riley intercepts. He tried to play it ahead, but it got intercepted by the Vikings' Sebastian Centeno. Now up to Daniel Urbano. Then it comes to the right side for Jesus Moreno. Moreno looked across. Then it's going to be cleared away by Alexandria, but across the end line. And the Vikings are going to get their third corner kick of the afternoon as we are approaching the 20-minute mark of time played and time remaining in this first half. Still 0-0 in Section 8A Boys Playoff Soccer. Pelican Rapids hosting Alexandria. Here's a kick on a couple of hops. Up in the air, ball knocked away, loose ball, and the shot will go wide. I think one of the Vikings players got into the penalty box, but sent the shot wide right of the goal. And we'll have a goal kick here for Alexandria.
Your score is 0-0 on the Park Region Otter Tail Telecom scoreboard.
A player substitution as we'll see Jager Steele coming back in as he got a little bit of a break here. And Ryan Mavison will take this goal kick for Alexandria. And he sends it. It gets knocked down in the wind. Now a loose ball. Bjorn Karlstedt tried to send it further ahead. Now it comes to the right. Now a short pass, and Riley will try to send it through. And one of the Cardinal players trying to get behind the defense. Now a scramble for the ball. And Holden Hansen tries to send it over to Jack Carlson. Now it got back knocked out toward the midfield third. Riley trying to track it down for the Alexandria Cardinals. Then it comes over to the left side to Steele. Now his pass gets intercepted. Abdi Issei coming the other way for Pelican Rapids. Sending it over to the right side. Now a crossing attempt, and here's a clearing ball by Alexandria. Rolling over toward the far corner, and I think it rolled out of bounds across the end line, which should mean a corner kick for the Pelican Rapids Vikings. And this will be the fourth corner for the Vikings here in this opening half of play. I believe the first one coming from the northeast corner of the field. The other ones came from the southeast corner. And I say northeast, southeast, northwest, southwest because of the way the field is situated here in Pelican Rapids. This one stays on the ground. Here's a crossing attempt, and that got knocked away. Now another shot, and the save is going to be made here. As the, nope, evidently the ball just rolled a little bit to the left of the goal. So I thought Ryan Mavison may have gotten a hand on it. He did not. And as a result, the Cardinals get awarded the goal kick.
Your score is 0-0 on the Park Region Otter Tail Telecom scoreboard.
Consecutive year in the section tournament. The Vikings season came to an end at the hands of the Alexandria Cardinals 3-2. That game was played in a neutral site at Otter Stadium in Fergus Falls. Here's the goal kick by Mavison trying to angle it over toward Colin Riley. Now Riley challenging a Vikings player for possession, and it's going to be sent out of bounds. Let's take another commercial break here. 30-second timeout is straight ahead. Section 8A, Boys Playoff Soccer, first half on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard. Pelican Rapids and Alexandria remain scoreless.
The Cornfield Cafe offers those home-cooked meals, that comfort food, those homemade pies and caramel rolls that have been missing from your busy lifestyle. They pride themselves in service, and they offer a clean and very friendly atmosphere. Delicious roasted chicken is on the menu, and roasted chicken baskets are available for dine-in or carry-out. Villa sandwiches and Villa hand patty burgers. They'll fill you up right. Come on and visit Karen and the crew at the Cornfield Cafe, 6 miles north of Pelican at the intersection of Highway 59 and 34. Dunvilla.
Your score is 0-0 on the Park Region Otter Tail Telecom scoreboard.
We'll bring in Taryn Peterson as I think Jack Carlson is going to get a rest. As I mentioned earlier, Peter Sandstedt also on the pitch right now for Alexandria. Still no score as we're a little more than midway through this first half at the Pelican Rapids soccer field. Brown Field is where the match is going on. Second straight home match for the Pelican Rapids Vikings as they throttled Hillcrest Lutheran Academy in the Section 8A tournament on Monday, 10-1. Ball sent back on a support pass to the goalkeeper here, Sebastian Rosiles. Then he'll redirect it to the left side. Now it's up near midfield, out of bounds, off the Cardinals, and we'll have a throw-in for Pelican Rapids. Now the ball taken here by one of the Vikings. I think that was Oscar Pedroza, the defenseman, looking to send it ahead. I think I mentioned earlier in this first half a few snowflakes coming down. Well, they've ceased because the sun is coming back out once again. In fact, the fans now basking in some bright sunshine. Now the scramble for the ball in the midfield area. Through ball is going to be knocked away by Alexandria and then cleared back the other way by Jager Steele, but it's going to be redirected here by Abdi Isse for Pelican Rapids. Then his pass gets intercepted. The Cardinals try to gain control. It comes up into the direction of Colin Riley. Now to the left side, and it's going to be cleared out off the foot of an Alexandria player. I thought it might have been Pelican Rapids with the clear, but the Vikings do get awarded the throw-in.
Stay tuned. Our Minnesota Motor Company halftime show comes your way at the break. Driving people happy since 1922. Minnesota Motor Company.
Here in front, and Ryan Mavison's going to jump, and he'll end up making the stop here. Looked like that ball was destined to go to the net. And so Ryan Mavison popped it in the air after getting the hop to make sure that Pelican Rapids would not get a chance for a follow-up. And Mavison will now take the goal kick at the edge of the penalty box area. Tries to send it toward Taryn Peterson. Tyler Zimmerman now getting some time on the pitch for Alexandria. Pelican Rapids will play the ball back into the Alexandria Cardinals end. Still 0-0 in the first half of play. Pelican Rapids playing it deep, crossing attempt, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds, I believe, by the Cardinals, and evidently the cross occurred after the ball crossed the end line, as Alexandria is going to be awarded the goal kick here.
Your score is 0-0 on the Park Region Undertale Telecom scoreboard.
Of the first half of play, under 14 to go until intermission. Right now it's Alexandria 0, Pelican Rapids 0 in this Section 8A boys soccer quarterfinal match. The only one of the 4 quarterfinals that's being played in the afternoon. The other 3 matches will all start at 7 o'clock tonight. Bemidji at East Grand Forks, St. Cloud Tech at hosting St. Cloud Apollo, and then Sartell at St. Cloud Cathedral. Foul got called following the goal kick. The foul is on Pelican Rapids. Free kick here. Colin Riley will send it into the middle of the field, into the defensive end, where it got redirected by Oscar Pedroza. Now the Vikings try to send it back the other way. It's going to go long toward Mavison, and fortunately for the Cardinals, no imminent attack here by Pelican Rapids. The closest one was Kadar Ibrahim, a very good midfielder for the Vikings, and he just wasn't anywhere near the ball, so easy stop for Mavison. Now the Cardinals in the midfield area trying to send it into the attacking end, but a nice stop here by Mohamed Ahmed for Pelican Rapids. Now he's going to play it over to the right side to Sebastian Centeno. Still no score between the Alexandria Cardinals and the Pelican Rapids Vikings in this Section 8A boys soccer quarterfinal. Crossing attempt in front, comes to the left side, ball knocked down. Here's a shot attempt. That got blocked by the Cardinals before it ever made it on the goalkeeper. Issei was the one who took the shot for Pelican Rapids. The clearing ball went across the end line, but Pelican Rapids is going to get a corner kick out of this. But there was pretty good ball movement from right to left from our vantage point for Pelican Rapids.
Your score is 0-0 on the Park Region Undertale Telecom scoreboard.
For play, trying to unlock the scoreless tie. It's bent over to the near side. Taryn Peterson will clear it across the sideline, and the Vikings will end up throwing it in. Ibrahim will trigger it into one of his teammates. Now it comes back to Kadar Ibrahim. Crossing attempt. Shot in front. It goes a little bit wide. And then the follow-up is going to be knocked away across the end line. Another corner kick coming up here for the Pelican Rapids Vikings. So the Vikings starting to intensify their pressure. Here's a shot in front out to the top of the penalty box. Cleared away by Alexandria. Now the Vikings trying to redirect, but it'll be played over to the far sideline. The Vikings will throw it in at the edge of the attacking third in the Alexandria end.
Stay tuned. Our Minnesota Motor Company halftime show comes your way at the break. Driving people happy since 1922. Minnesota Motor Company.
Here's Alexandria's Bryce Paffrath with a long ball up the sideline. Now it's in deep. Here is Jack Carlson back into the game trying to control, and he was doing some nice footwork. He dribbled the ball off of Pelican Rapids player Oscar Pedrosa, and now the Cardinals will get their second corner kick of the afternoon. And this will come from the northwest corner of the field. Peter Sandstead will trigger it in for Alexandria. Peter Sandstead tried the last corner kick from this spot. He angles it in, comes across, bounces on the turf, and now it'll be cleared away by Oscar Pedrosa. He'll send it back to the midfield area where it'll be tracked down by Jager Steele. Now it comes over to Riley, and now a scramble here, trying to work his way through is Tyler Zimmerman, but the ball got cleared away by Pelican Rapids. Here is Kadar Aden at midfield, and he's trying to battle for the ball, and a foul will be called on Pelican Rapids. I think it was Bjorn Karlstad who went to the turf there. So this free kick will come from roughly 50 yards away from the Pelican Rapids goal, and Colin Riley will take the free kick. He'll send it on a line to the goalkeeper, a header, and it's a goal! Jack Carlson uses his head, and he puts the shot in the back of the net here in the 31st minute of the match. And Alexandria is able to score off the free kick. The visiting Cardinals take a 1-0 lead.
Your score is 1-0 Alexandria on the Park Region Otter Tail Telecom scoreboard.
And he was able to send it directly on line toward the goal, and Jack Carlson timed his jump just right, and he gets the header shot past Sebastian Rosilas here in the 31st minute, and Alexandria takes a 1-goal advantage. So the Cardinals score first, as they did Monday night in Detroit Lakes. And you may have heard our pre-match interview with the Alexandria coach, Brandon Johnson. The Cardinals have not lost a match this year in which Alexandria has scored at least one goal. If Pelican Rapids is going to try to alter that stat, the Vikings are going to have to come back sometime before this one is done. But the Jack Carlson goal in the 31st minute has Alexandria in front. Free kick now following a Pelican Rapids foul, and the ball kicked by Colin Riley, but redirected here by Sebastian Centeno. Now over toward Riley. He got bottled up. Nice tackle by Pelican Rapids. Now the crossing attempt high up in the air. The Cardinals try to redirect. Ball got knocked down here by Mohammed Ahmed. Now he tried to send one through. Alexandria is going to utilize the sideline, and the ball will go out. Pelican Rapids with the throw-in deep in the Alexandria end. The Vikings now looking for the equalizer, trailing by a goal. Crossing attempt, and here's Ryan Mavison to scoop the ball up. And he'll send it over to Jacob Partington. Then it comes up the other way, right sideline, but the pass got intercepted by Joshua Urbano. Now a scramble for possession, and Pelican Rapids will be awarded the throw-in. We're going to take our final break here during play-by-play in the opening half. It is Section 8A, Boys Playoff Soccer. On the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard, Alexandria leads at Pelican Rapids 1-0.
Whether you dread the first snowfall or look forward to the white stuff, snow is coming. Let Minnesota Motor Company make sure that you are winter ready with the Boss Snowplow preseason service and inspection special for just $109.95. Minnesota Motor Company, your local authorized dealer for the sale, installation, and service of Boss Snowplows. Contact the Boss experts today.
Minnesota Motor.
South Pebble Lake Road, Fergus Falls.
As the Pelican Rapids Vikings play the ball back into the Alexandria Cardinal end, the ball got deflected across the end line by Alexandria, so the Vikings will get a corner kick here in the 33rd minute of play. Pelican Rapids looking for the equalizer, down by a goal. Here is the ball in front, and the Cardinals trying to clear it away. Scramble here, and Alexandria does come away with the ball. And it'll be sent up the right sideline back into the Vikings end. And now the goalkeeper, Rosilas, will send the ball across the far sideline on the north end here. And Alexandria will have a throw-in at the edge of the attacking third. Jacob Partington will throw it in here for the Cardinals. Then it gets redirected in front, cleared across. Now Jager Steele will try to knock the ball down. And now it's going to be played back the other way to the midfield area. And I think it's Riley looking to gain possession here. He'll send it to the left side for one of his teammates. Now it comes in deep. Here is Carlson battling for possession. Alexandria now has Cole Habala into the game, getting some time here in the first half. Now Pelican Rapids comes back the other way. Sebastian Centeno loops a shot, and that's going to go a little bit wide left of the goal. Boy, things open up quickly for Pelican Rapids coming into the Alexandria end, but the shot went wide left.
Your score is 1-0 Alexandria on the Park Region Otter Tail Telecom scoreboard.
The accuracy just hasn't been there as of yet for John Peters' team. We're going to have a goal kick coming up for Alexandria here in minute number 35 of the opening half. Alexandria with a Jack Carlson goal in the 31st minute leads at Pelican Rapids 1-0. The Cardinals won just one regular season match. That was at Fergus Falls on October 1st. But Alexandria's 1-0 in the postseason. I guess that's when victories really count, because you need the wins to keep your season going. Scoop up here by Mavison. He'll throw the ball over toward Jacob Partington on the right side. Then it comes up to midfield. Now the ball gets cleared out across the sideline. And we're going to have a throw-in coming up for Alexandria in the midfield third. Minute number 36 of our match is underway. I do want to let you know we'll have our intermission report coming up in just a little while, presented to you by Eldon's Fresh Foods in Alexandria at the half of today's broadcast. Again, the team that does not win has its season come to an end. The team that wins today will be playing on Tuesday in the Section 8A boys soccer semifinals. Here's a ball that comes at the edge of the attacking third on the Pelican Rapids side, kept in by the Cardinals, but now a pass gets intercepted. Abdi Rahman Saeed will redirect it back the other way. Now the Vikings look to get moving, but pretty good challenge here at midfield. Colin Riley bottling up a Pelican Rapids player. Long ball comes into the Vikings end, and now, oh my, Cole Habala got sent to the turf here by Abdi Rahman Saeed. I don't know if there was a foul called there. I think there may have been. Let's see if Alexandria is going to get a free kick here from the spot of the foul. It looks like that's going to be the case. The foul occurred over along the south sideline here, maybe no more than 3 yards off the sideline. So Colin Riley is going to have a tough angle to try to get this free kick on the net. He'll send it in front, and it's just over the net. So it ends up being a shot at the goal, but it goes over the net. Colin Riley darn near curled that goal, or that free kick into the net, but it cleared the crossbar by about 2 feet.
Your score is 1-0 Alexandria on the Park Region Otter Tail Telecom scoreboard.
Into the midfield area. Bryce Paffras trying to bring it up for the Alexandria Cardinals. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Vikings. We have just over 3 minutes to go in this first half of play. And evidently we had another foul called. It's not going to be a throw-in, but rather free kick for Alexandria. So the Cardinals will look to play it in. Here's Colin Riley spinning one that gets intercepted here by Jesus Moreno. Moreno trying to send a long ball back the other way. Keep in mind the breeze that we have has been coming out of the west-northwest, right around 10 to 20 miles an hour. The Vikings have been operating with the breeze at their back here in this first half. That changes in half number 2.
Minnesota Motor Company brings you our halftime report. They are your Chevy truck headquarters and have been for over 98 years.
Off of the Pelican Rapids Vikings, so in a challenge for the ball along the far sideline, it got deflected by an Alexandria player off a Vikings player. Throw in for Alexandria. Ball coming back the other way, but at the edge of the attacking third, Oscar Pedrosa will try to send it in deep, and now the ball gets scooped up. Ryan Mavison has it. He's going to roll it out into the midfield area, trying to connect with Jacob Partington, and the ball goes out. Throw-in will be coming up for Pelican Rapids. Looks like both sides are going to bring in some players now. The two benches are located along the north side of the field here in Pelican Rapids. The fans are situated on the opposite side. The radio guys situated on the west side of the field, up a slight incline, which is actually a pretty good vantage point. Now the Vikings work the ball in deep. Here's a cross in front. Shot goes just over the goal. Pelican Rapids was able to place that crossing pass in front, and the header shot went over the crossbar, and a goal kick will be coming up for Alexandria. 75 seconds approximately to go in this first half at the David Brown Soccer Field in Pelican Rapids. Alexandria leading 1-0 on a Jack Carlson goal in the 31st minute. Ball worked up into the midfield third. Now the Vikings try to gain control, looking to play it back the other way. Now handling on the dribble is Mohammed Ahmed. He had the and now a shot attempt and a goal! And Pelican Rapids is going to score the equalizer here late in the first half in the 40th minute. And it's a 1-1 game.
Your score is 1-1 on the Park Region Otter Tail Telecom scoreboard.
Left side, and the finish is made by Pelican Rapids. And this match is now all even. It is Pelican Rapids 1, Alexandria 1. And that may have been Ahmed on the finishing shot there for the Vikings. I'll give him credit for the goal. Again, it occurred at the opposite end here. But Pelican Rapids scores in the 40th minute, and it's now a 1-1 game. So Ahmed was able to play it up, and then a pass went to one of his teammates and back to Mohammed Ahmed, and he'll get the equalizer for Pelican Rapids. Ahmed, a junior striker for the Pelican Rapids Vikings. Now the ball sent up the left side by Kadar Adid in deep. Now the Cardinals clear the ball across the far side. Just a few seconds remaining here in this first half of play. Throw in for the Pelican Rapids Vikings got redirected over into the corner, now sent across, and now a crossing attempt, and the clock will wind down, and we have no more time in this first half. Rapids will look to play the ball in right away, getting the first kick of the second half. Now a challenge for possession, and the Vikings try a crossing attempt that got knocked away here by the Alexandria Cardinals' Tyler Bright, then cleared across the sideline. Quick throw in for Pelican Rapids. Now the ball near the top of the penalty box area comes out, and here's the shot just a little bit wide, and it's going to spin across the end line, and we'll have a goal kick coming up here for Alexandria.
Southtown C-Store is a great place to stop for Piccadilly Pizza or a Subway sandwich. While you're there, don't forget to fill your gas tank, too. Southtown C-Store on Broadway in Pelican Rapids.
Your score is 1-1 on the Park Region Otter Tail Telecom scoreboard.
Game winner. Goal kick here by Alexandria, played up into the midfield area. Now Pelican Rapids will clear it over to the near side. And we're going to have a throw in here for the Cardinals. Jacob Partington triggers it in. Pelican Rapids now intercepting. And now the Vikings will play it back into the Cardinals' end. And now here's a crossing attempt cleared away by Tyler Bright. Now it's going to be sent to Bjorn Karlstedt, up now to Colin Riley. Back to Carlson, now to Riley, then a long ball to Lucas Harstead. And I think we had offside being called on the Alexandria Cardinals. So play unfolded a little bit too quickly there for Alexandria, and Pelican Rapids will be awarded the free kick. Short kick goes to one of the midfielders for the Pelican Rapids Vikings. I believe that was Abdi Isse trying to play the ball ahead, and we're going to have a stoppage here, and I think we had a ball that got a foul called on Alexandria, and a free kick will be coming up for Pelican Rapids.
Rapid Nutrition in Pelican Rapids. Healthy shakes, energizing teas, and iced coffee, and they all taste great. Come into Rapid Nutrition and go out with a smile. Rapid Nutrition on Broadway in Pelican Rapids. Call 218-212-9444.
Ball thrown in, and now we've got a challenge down deep. Abdi Isse will play it across, and that, I believe, went off Isse's foot across the end line, as Alexandria will be awarded the goal kick.
Your score is 1-1 on the Park Region Otter Tail Telecom scoreboard.
On in Section 8A boys playoff soccer. We are in the second half at David Brown Soccer Field in Pelican Rapids. Here's the goal kick, knocked down by Pelican Rapids, and then I think we had a foul called. Nope. I heard an inadvertent whistle. No, there was a whistle. It was not inadvertent, and I did hear it. Now Colin Riley will take the free kick, and he's got a little breeze at his back now. Let's see what he can do with that. Sends it toward the keeper, and it's going to be popped up in the air. Scramble in front. Ball volleyed up and still loose, and now it's going to be cleared away. Oh, Alexandria had some good chances to try to unlock the tie. Now another shot taken from the perimeter, and this will be a save for the goalkeeper, Sebastian Rosiles, and he keeps it a 1-1 game. Now the ball played over to the left side, and now Mohammed Ahmed will try to play it up. Now it comes deep for Daniel Urbano. Urbano along the left side, bothered by Bjorn Karlstead. Now it comes to one of his teammates, that being Kadar Ibrahim, and he tried a crossing attempt, and the scoop is made by Ryan Mavison. Now he'll punt the ball away, and it's going to go across the sideline, and we'll have a throw in here, I believe, for the Pelican Rapids Vikings. Nope, it'll be an Alexandria throw in, and Jacob Partington will trigger it in. Alexandria now attacking the far side of the field, and throw in intended here for Jager Steele, and now it got broken up. Partington will try to redirect over into the direction of Thomas Klecker. Now it's going to be intercepted here by Pelican Rapids. The Vikings coming the other way. Back to challenge here is Bjorn Karlstead. He'll deflect the ball to one of his teammates. Now it comes ahead to Miles Sandstead. Now played back. Karlstead tries to spin it through, but it kind of took a side bounce, and the Vikings trying to regain control. Now a long ball up into the midfield third, played back by Abdirahman Saeed over to the near sideline, and it's going to be kept alive by Pelican Rapids. They'll send a support pass back to Rosiles, the goalkeeper, and he's going to play it back the other way. Now the Vikings have an attacker, that being Mohammed Ahmed. Ahmed will play the ball now over to Daniel Urbano. Urbano at the top of the penalty box. Now to Ahmed. Now in front. The ball knocked away. And Pelican Rapids player, I believe it was Kadar Ibrahim, went down, but no foul was called. I think he was trying to draw the foul, maybe to get a penalty kick. Now the ball up the sideline. Lucas Harstead being challenged by a Vikings player. Harstead clears the ball across the sideline. Throw in for Pelican Rapids. We remain tied at 1 in Section 8A boys soccer here in the second half. We're now into the 46th minute of the match. Under 35 remaining in regulation play.
Your score is 1-1 on the Park Region Otter Tail Telecom scoreboard.
It's Vikings. It's going to come over to the right side toward Jesus Moreno. Now Alexandria's Bryce Paffrath looked to intercept. Ball cleared across the far sideline. We'll have a throw-in coming up for the Vikings. Now a crossing attempt. It eludes everybody. Now it's going to be Mohammed Ahmed trying to control. Ahmed now to Moreno. Now back in front. Traffic. And here's the shot cleared away. Moreno was never able to get the shot on goal. It got cleared away by Bryce Paffrath. Now Paffrath trying to redirect again. And he'll play it over to the far side. I see that Cole Habala getting some time on the pitch now, and I think we had a stoppage here. That allows me to let you know that you are listening to Section 8A Boys Playoff Soccer on the Leighton Broadcasting family of radio stations, 96.5 KJ Country, KJJK FM, Fergus Falls, and also on People Radio, 1490 AM, 100.3 and 105.7 FM, KXRA Alexandria. Now we have another stoppage. A handball got called here, and I believe the Cardinals are going to be awarded a free kick as we're now into the 48th minute of the match. Both teams scored in the opening half of play. Mohammed Ahmed for Pelican Rapids, Jack Carlson for Alexandria. We have some player substitutions. It looks like Alexandria is going to bring Tyler Zimmerman in, and I think Holden Hansen is in as well before Colin Riley takes the free kick. And Riley will take this free kick from near the midfield stripe. So he'll have to put it about 50 yards downfield, but he does have the wind aiding him in this second half of play. Now Riley approaches the ball, sends it through to the keeper, who knocks it down, and he's going to end up making the save. So Colin Riley put that one right on goal, where Sebastian Rosilas was able to make the save.
Your score is 1-1 on the Park Region Otter Tail Telecom scoreboard.
As Abdi Isse battling an Alexandria player, Colin Riley, for possession. Riley will send it up, and this is going to go toward the keeper, Rosilas, again. And he'll scoop the ball up and send it back the other way. 1-1 our score. We're now into minute number 48 of the match. Just over 32 remaining in regulation. Now the Vikings attack left side in the attack zone. Urbano tried a crossing pass. Oh, that hit the breadbasket of an Alexandria player, and the Cardinal player is down, slow in getting up. We do have a stoppage of play, and we're going to take our first time out here in the second half. Let's make this a 30-second break. Glenwood State Bank scoreboard in Section 8A Boys Playoff Soccer. The Alexandria Cardinals and the Pelican Rapids Vikings are tied 1-1.
Southtown C-Store in Pelican Rapids is the place to stop if you need to fill your tank. Southtown has gas at the pumps and Subway foods in the store, along with Piccadilly Pizza to fill you up. They also do catering if you're planning a party. Southtown C-Store is looking for part-time help and full-time employees. Stop by Southtown C-Store, located at 901 South Broadway in Pelican Rapids, and get your fill. Or give them a call at 218-863-4060. 863-4060.
Bjorn Karlstead was the player a little bit slow in getting up, as I think the ball may have hit him up in the chest area. It almost kind of looked like, as he was kind of grabbing his hands and putting them over the midsection near the heart, like he had the wind knocked out of him. But fortunately, he's all right. He's going to walk over to the Alexandria sideline, and we will have a substitution here. The Cardinals will bring Samuel Peterson now in for some time of play. And I think after the stoppage, the Vikings are going to be awarded the throw-in here. I think it's Pelican Rapids throw-in. Yep, that's correct. Into the edge of the attacking third. Ball redirected here by Jacob Partington of the Cardinals, now to Steele. Then he is trying to connect with Sam Peterson. Ball rolls out of bounds. This will be off Pelican Rapids. Quick throw in here by Jack Carlson. That got headed out of bounds by the Vikings. Now a throw in at the edge of the Pelican Rapids attacking third. Now it'll be Jacob Partington to trigger the ball in for the Alexandria Cardinals. Alexandria 1, Pelican Rapids 1, second half in Section 8A Boys Playoff Soccer. Ball comes through toward the keeper, and Rosilas will scoop the ball up. Nope, evidently it went across the end line off the throw-in, so goal kick coming here for Pelican Rapids.
Now is a great time to review your insurance options. Meet with Shelley at Lakes Country Insurance at 105 South Broadway in Pelican Rapids, or you can give her a call to set up an appointment at 863-1800.
By Tyler Bright. He tried to find Tyler Zimmerman, but the ball sent back the other way. Now looking to attack Jesus Moreno on the right side. He'll play it back, edge of the penalty box area. Crossing attempt here in front toward Kadar Ibrahim. And then over toward Muhammad Ahmed. Ahmed trying to control on the dribble. Now the ball got poked away. Now it comes to the left. Here is Daniel Urbano with the shot in front. Headed up in the air by Tyler Bright. Loose ball in the top of the penalty box area. Now a shot blocked. Cardinals feverishly trying to clear the ball away. Now Pelican Rapids is going to keep it in. Here's the shot, and that got deflected by one of the Cardinal players in front. Now trying to track it down here, and now we've got a shot attempt, and this one is going to go across the end line. So Pelican Rapids with some sustained pressure in the Alexandria end, but could not get the go-ahead goal.
Your score is 1-1 on the Park Region Otter Tail Telecom scoreboard.
Again, the Cardinals, 2 wins on the year, but one of those came in the playoffs at Detroit Lakes the other night. The Cardinals are bidding to try to knock Pelican Rapids out of the Section 8A tournament for a second straight year. If the Vikings do prevail today, Pelican Rapids will host a section semifinal on Tuesday. Now up the field comes Sam Peterson for Alexandria, trying to send a long ball ahead. It comes back to Rosiles. Jack Carlson buzzing toward the net, but Rosiles clears the ball over toward the far side. Now a challenge, and it goes out of bounds. Alexandria will throw it in.
Keep it down there, White.
And the Cardinals throw-in will come along the north sideline, right near the Alexandria bench. Looks like Alexandria will bring a new player in. I think Peter Sandstead will get some time on the pitch, as is, I think, Thomas Klecker will check out. Now a crossing attempt on a header pass. Now Carlson trying to send one toward the goal, and that got deflected off a Pelican Rapids player. Alexandria will be awarded the corner kick. Just the third corner kick of the afternoon for Alexandria. It comes in minute number 52. The Cardinals won, the Vikings won in Section 8A Boys Playoff Soccer. Here's the corner kick, and that got deflected away, and I believe off of an another corner kick. So Pelican Rapids was the one that deflected that corner across the end line. So now another corner kick attempt. Bent in front, header shot up in the air, now cleared away, and the Cardinals try to keep it in, trying to locate the ball. Here is Holden Hansen, and now it's going to be sent into traffic. Peter Sandstead, I think, trying to connect, and the ball comes back into the midfield third as the Vikings do clear it away. Now Mohammed Ahmed will send it over to Kadar Ibrahim, and the ball played over along the far sideline, kept in here by Mohammed Ahmed. Ahmed at the edge of the penalty box, now trying to get in front. He spins one, and he has his shot scooped up here by Ryan Mavison. And now Mavison will punt the ball away. High punt. It's going to take a little extra flight because of the wind at the Cardinals' back here in the second half. Jack Carlson battling a Pelican Rapids player for possession. Now Tyler Zimmerman sends one to the goalkeeper, and Rosiles will make the save. Still tied at 1 as we're now into minute number 44 of our match.
Finch scores 1-1 on the Park Region Auditel Telecom scoreboard.
Regulation play, under 28 to go in regulation, tied at 1 in Section 8A Boys Soccer. I'm DMAC and Dave McClurg with the play-by-play. Now Pelican Rapids with the surge up the left side. Here's a player open on the dribble. Pass goes behind Ibrahim, though, and now it's going to be cleared back the other way. Pelican Rapids looking to keep some pressure on. Jamie Zavala Franco is now onto the pitch for the Pelican Rapids Vikings. Now the ball goes up ahead, and it's going to be out of bounds. Let's take another break of our own. We are approaching the midpoint of half number 2 in Section 8A Boys Playoff Soccer. Glenwood State Bank scoreboard. Pelican Rapids and Alexandria remain tied 1-1.
The Cornfield Cafe offers those home-cooked meals, that comfort food, those homemade pies and caramel rolls that have been missing from your busy lifestyle. They pride themselves in service, and they offer a clean and very friendly atmosphere. Delicious roasted chicken is on the menu, and roasted chicken baskets are available for dine-in or carry-out. Villa sandwiches and Villa hand patty burgers. They'll fill you up right. Come on and visit Karen and the crew at the Cornfield Cafe, 6 miles north of Pelican at the intersection of Highway 59 and 34. Dunvilla.
Welcome back to Pelican Rapids, Minnesota. Dave McClurg bringing you high school boys soccer. The Pelican Rapids Vikings hosting the Alexandria Cardinals. Ryan Mavison made a save on a shot that was hugging the turf. And then Pelican Rapids tried to get another shot away, but the Alexandria Cardinals cleared the ball across the sideline. And we're going to have a throw-in for Pelican Rapids in the Alexandria Cardinal end. Alexandria scored first on a Jack Carlson goal in the 31st minute. Pelican Rapids tied the game up in the 40th minute, under a minute to go in the first half, as Mohammed Ahmed got the equalizer for the Vikings. And now I believe Ahmed will be the one to trigger the ball in play. He's going to send it over toward Kadar Ibrahim. Then he'll play it back to one of his defensemen, that being Joshua Urbano. Let's see if the Vikings will try the right side. Pass gets intercepted. Holden Hansen trying to play it the other way for the Cardinals. Now Pelican Rapids trying to mark him, and the Vikings do gain possession. Here's a long ball right side. Now tracking it down, Jesus Moreno. He's going to be kept wide here by Tyler Zimmerman. Crossing attempt to the top of the penalty box area. Player goes down. I think Pelican Rapids pleading for the foul to no avail. Now the ball is going to be cleared across the sideline. Last touch by Pelican Rapids, so Bryce Paffrath will trigger it in, and then the header pass attempt by Jack Carlson goes out, and now the Pelican Rapids Vikings have the throw-in. We're tied at 1, second half in Section 8A Boys Playoff Soccer.
Your score is 1-1 on the Park Region Ottertail Telcom scoreboard.
PJ Country and also People Radio KXRA, two of the stations making up the Layton Broadcasting family. Now the Vikings work the ball back into the Alexandria Cardinal end, trying to break this 1-1 tie. Kadar Ibrahim will send it back. Now a crossing pass that got intercepted. Here is Bryce Paffrath triggering it up, but it's going to be kept in the attacking third by the Vikings. Now Franco has it. Crossing attempt in front, and now a shot, and this is going to go high and out of play. I think it was Abdi Isse who launched that shot, but it cleared the net, and we'll have a goal kick coming up for the Alexandria Cardinals. Ryan Mavison will take the goal kick here. Cardinals making some substitutions, and nice to see Bjorn Karlstedt back on the pitch here for Alexandria. I think also Thomas Klecker is back in. I think Jackson Yankee getting some time on the field as well for Alexandria. 1-1 our score. We're now into minute number 58 of the match. Under 23 to go in regulation play. Again, the winner will move on to play in the section semifinals on Tuesday of this coming week. As Pelican Rapids is looking to surge, foul got called on Alexandria, and the Vikings will be awarded a free kick about 40 yards away from the Alexandria goal. This free kick will be taken not directly on the goal, but just a little bit to an off angle to our right. And the free kick attempt by Ibrahim got deflected and never made it in front into the scoring area. Ibrahim will swing the pass over, but that got broken up here by the Alexandria Cardinals. Jacob Partington. Now the ball goes out of bounds, far side, and we're going to have a throw-in coming up for the Alexandria Cardinals. Throw-in by Miles Sandstad, redirected out, and we're going to have another throw-in coming up for the Cardinals. Again, Alexandria did not win its first regular season match until October. That occurred 2 weeks ago tonight. Cardinals went to the regular season 1-5-4, but have a playoff win at Detroit Lakes. Here's a shot. It went off the post as Pelican Rapids quickly worked it in front to Saeed, and his shot hit the right post. And then it deflected across the end line after being touched by the Alexandria Cardinals. So the Vikings will get their first corner kick of the second half, 8th of the match overall, here in the 60th minute. This corner kick coming from the northwest corner. It's put on the turf, redirected here by Lucas Harstead. Then it's going to be Jesus Moreno getting it back. Moreno will try a cross in front, header shot, and that will spin across the end line. And I think we'll have a goal kick coming up here for the Alexandria Cardinals. Pelican Rapids and Alexandria playing each other in the Section 8A Boys Soccer Tournament for a second consecutive year. The Cardinals won the playoff last year on a neutral site, Otter Stadium in Fergus Falls. That was a 3-2 final. Here, a 1-1 game. The visitors scored first on a Jack Carlson goal in the 30th minute. Pelican Rapids got the equalizer in the final minute of the first half. Now the Vikings again with a chance, working into the top of the penalty box area, but traffic in front. Miles Sandstead and Jager Steele trying to direct the ball away. Ibrahim takes a shot right on goal, and Ryan Mavison will make the save for the Cardinals. Pelican Rapids starting to step up its offensive pressure a little bit over the last few minutes of this match. Now a long ball comes back the other way. Sebastian Rosilas has it, and now it's going to be taken here by the Vikings in the midfield third. Crossing pass got knocked down briefly by Miles Sandstead. Now it's Jager Steele getting to the ball for the Cardinals. Now it's intercepted. Here come the Vikings. Long ball toward Ibrahim, or actually toward Mohamed Ahmed, but that went behind him, and Ryan Mavison was able to come away and retrieve the ball. He'll punt it on a line. It gets knocked down by the Vikings in the midfield area. Now Jager Steele will blast a pass right side. I think this is going to sail out of bounds. Let's take another 30-second timeout. We are getting deeper into the second half, and still nobody has the lead. Glenwood State Bank scoreboard. Pelican Rapids and Alexandria remain tied 1-1.
Rapid Nutrition in Pelican Rapids, it's easy, fast, and will keep you on the go. Try their healthy shakes, energizing teas, or an iced coffee. Rapid Nutrition is not just easy, fast, and healthy. Their energizing teas and healthy shakes taste great, and you feel good too. If you like iced coffee, Rapid Nutrition will serve you up some of the best. They are located on Broadway in Pelican Rapids next to the old fire hall. Come into Rapid Nutrition and you can leave with a smile. Text your orders in or check them out on Facebook or Instagram.
The Pelican Rapids Vikings play the ball into the Alexandria end with a pretty decent surge, but the shot by Kadar Aden went wide left of the goal, and we'll have a goal kick coming up for Alexandria. We're now into the 63rd minute of the match, meaning we have under 18 to go in regulation play. Both teams scored in the opening half. We have one goal apiece. Glenwood State Bank bringing you our scoreboard updates today. My name is Dave McClurg. Great to have you listening in, whether you're joining us on People Radio, KXRA, 1490 AM, 100.3 and 105.7 FM. And we're also available today on 96.5 KJ Country in the Fergus Falls area. My name is Dave McClurg. We've got our studio engineers, McLovin back at 96.5 KJ Country, and Ben Roberts at the KXRA studio. Long ball ahead, and the Cardinals try to knock it down. Here's a crossing attempt, and a shot save made by Mavison. His biggest one here in the second half. Then the ball got cleared away by Jacob Partington. And now it's going to be back at the edge of the attacking third. Pelican Rapids trying to keep the pressure on. Here's Abdi Isse sending it back. Now a through ball toward Mohamed Ahmed. Ahmed scored the first half goal for the Vikings. Now it comes back. Ahmed about 25 yards out. Swings the pass to the right side towards Saeed. Saeed had a shot that went off the post earlier. Now a ball comes toward Mavison, and we're going to have a foul. Or nope, I stand corrected. I think it's going to, it will be a foul on Alexandria outside of the penalty box. And Jesus Moreno will be taking a free kick over in the northwest corner of the field, no more than maybe 10 yards off the goal line. And angles the free kick. It's cleared away by Thomas Klecker, then played over to the far sideline. And Pelican Rapids will have the throw in. We're now into the 64th minute of the match. We remain tied at 1. Alexandria and Pelican Rapids in a battle for playoff survival. Now the Cardinals, Jack Carlson tries to bring the ball up on the dribble. Now the pass ahead, intercepted by Pelican Rapids. They'll try a long ball that comes back into the Alexandria defensive backfield. Jacob Partington tried to play it ahead, but he cleared it across the end line, and Pelican Rapids will be awarded the corner kick. Quick pass in. Now the crossing attempt by Mohamed Ahmed got deflected by Partington out of bounds. This will now be a Pelican Rapids throw-in. Now the ball headed toward Ibrahim. Now back, Daniel Urbano has it. His crossing attempt knocked away by Carlson over toward Jesus Moreno. Moreno dropping it off now. Here's a scramble along the goal line, trying to bring it in front of Sebastian Centeno. Crossing attempt, shot deflected around, loose ball knocked in the air, somehow saved, and then the ball goes wide. Oh my goodness. goodness, Mohammed Ahmed had a golden opportunity to try to get the go-ahead goal. Oh, that ball just hanging off to the edge of the net here, and Ahmed sent it just a bit wide after one save was made. So we remain tied 1-1 here in minute number 66.
Your score is 1-1 on the Park Region Otter Tail Telecom scoreboard.
Ryan Mavison, the Cardinals will make a couple more player substitutions. Again, this one is tight. It looks like it's going to be that way in the stretch run here. Mavison with the free kick, and it's going to be played back into the midfield area. And now the Vikings will clear it across the far sideline. And we'll have a throw in the midfield third for the Alexandria Cardinals. Cardinals hoping to get a win against a higher seeded team for the second time in this section tournament. Alexandria did win as a lower seeded team last year one time. That was against Pelican Rapids. Now the Vikings bring the ball back, but back to defend Bryce Paffrath for Alexandria. He'll send it over toward Jack Carlson. Now the ball off of the Vikings, out of bounds, and we'll have a throw-in coming up. And I think we had, oh my, we're going to have a little bit of shoving going on here. I think we had possibly a yellow card for a player from each team. And I think Jager Steele was the one that had that shove. I don't know if it was he and Kadar Ibrahim that may both get yellows here, but I think they're both being directed to their respective sidelines. So they're going to have to watch a little bit and hopefully decompress. Both Jager Steele for Alexandria and Kadar Ibrahim, very important players. Of course, Ibrahim had 3 of the Vikings' 10 goals in the win against Hillcrest Lutheran Academy the other day. This has been a much, much more lower scoring contest. 1-1 the count right now. Play stopped as we're in the 67th minute of this match. Don't forget, if we do have a tie score at the end of regulation play, then we would have overtime put on the clock, potential of up to 20 minutes of overtime with 2 10-minute halves. Both teams would defend each goal, and a golden goal would mean that the outcome would be decided with the first score in overtime. If we get through overtime and we're still tied, then a penalty kick shootout would determine the winner. But still a lot of time remaining in regulation play. A little more than 13 minutes to go in this second half. No scoring this half. All of the scoring came in half number 1. Now Pelican Rapids trying to play the ball in to the Alexandria end, and here comes Ryan Mavison out to the edge of the penalty box. He'll scoop the ball up before Hamza Ishoa can get a shot. Ishoa may have been the player that came in for Kadar Ibrahim, who went to the bench. Again, it wouldn't surprise me if both Ibrahim and Jager Steele got yellow cards. There seemed to be a little extracurricular activity going on away from the play that may have merited the yellow cards. Now the ball in deep. Pelican Rapids trying to play it in. Ahmed across now. Here is Daniel Urbano with it. Crossing attempt. That goes a little bit wide of Jesus Moreno on the right side. Moreno being bothered here by Bryce Paffrath. Paffrath briefly separated the ball away. Now Jack Carlson has it. Stops on the dribble. Now he's going to send a long ball to the right side, intended for one of his teammates, but that got broken up by the Vikings. Pelican Rapids seemingly getting a territorial advantage here in the second half. Now the ball gets cleared away across the far sideline, and we'll have a throw-in for Pelican Rapids.
Your score is 1-1 on the Park Region Otter Tail Telecom scoreboard.
1 Pelican Rapids 1 in Section 8A Boys Playoff Soccer. This is DMAC and Dave McClurg with the play-by-play. Cardinals, Lucas Harstead trying to gain possession of the ball up in the midfield third. Big scramble here, and now the Vikings get it back. Now Jacob Partington with a long ball trying to connect with one of his teammates, but Pelican Rapids will keep the ball in the midfield area. Now look to surge back into the Alexandria end. Here comes Jesus Moreno trying a crossing attempt in front. Knocked down by Bjorn Karlstead, redirecting it now to Jack Carlson. Then over to Sam Peterson. Peterson with the ball up the right side, trying to feed it toward his teammate Colin Riley. And we had a foul called. I believe this will be on Alexandria. Free kick here for Pelican Rapids, and they get the ball on the turf and they want to get moving. Moreno has it in the midfield third, playing it up ahead. Now a scramble, and we're going to have a foul, I believe, on the Alexandria Cardinals, as Abdirahman Saeed was trying to get past an Alexandria defender. Saeed is going to be the one who gets called for the foul, challenging Tyler Zimmerman. So this will be a free kick for Alexandria. Colin Riley will take it here for the Cardinals. And the ball gets bent, cleared across the sideline. Throw-in coming up here for Alexandria. It is a 1-1 game. The number 1 seed in the north subsection of 8A, Pelican Rapids, locked up in the tie with the 5th-seeded Alexandria Cardinals. The Cardinals defeated Detroit Lakes on Monday 4-0, while Pelican Rapids earned a 10-1 victory against Hillcrest Lutheran Academy to get to this spot of the Section 8A tournament. Now the ball cleared across the sideline, not kept in by Alexandria. Pelican Rapids now with the throw-in. Comes back to the Alexandria defensive backfield. Jake Partington trying to feed a pass ahead. That got broken up. Now it's going to be looped ahead by Thomas Klecker. Back deep into the Pelican Rapids end. Here is Jack Carlson, and he tried to maintain possession on the dribble. Pelican Rapids redirects, but now Riley will take a shot, and this one is just over the goal. So
your score is 1-1 on the Park Region Ottertail Telecom scoreboard.
Pelican Rapids Vikings. Cardinals had a little bit of a flurry of shot attempts early in the second half, but I would say over the last 18 to 20 minutes, Pelican Rapids has had the territorial advantage in this game. Still no scoring since the late stages of the first half. We remain tied at 1-1. Sebastian Rosilas with the goal kick here, trying to play it ahead to Daniel Urbano. Now a race, Muhammad Ahmed with the ball, top of the penalty box area. Challenge here by one of the Cardinal players, and it's actually cleared across the end line by Tyler Bright, but this is going to mean a corner kick, and then the crossing attempt in front, shot over the goal. Oh, in close. Oscar Pedrosa had the chance for Pelican Rapids, and it went just over the goal. So a goal kick coming up here for the Alexandria Cardinals as we're now into the 72nd minute of regulation play. Under 9 to go in regulation, tied at 1 on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard. This a battle for survival in the postseason in Section 8A boys soccer. Alexandria eliminated Pelican Rapids in this spot of the section tournament last year, 3-2. Something tells me that this one's going to be tight to the end, and I don't know if 80 minutes is going to be enough. The punt here by Ryan Mavison, high up in the air. Now Muhammad Ahmed will try to bring it over to his teammate Daniel Urbano. Then it comes back. Now in the middle of the field, now a long ball, and this will go across the sideline. Let's take our, nope, we're not going to take the break as of yet. We'll save that break for a couple of moments anyway. 73rd minute here. Alexandria will have a throw-in deep in its own end. Jacob Partington to throw it in. Trying to connect here with Lucas Harstead. Now the ball back to the middle of the field, and it's going to be played by Pelican Rapids. Here is Joshua Urbano trying to connect with Daniel Urbano. Now Ahmed has it. Then the pass across, intercepted by Tyler Zimmerman. But now a battle here. Zimmerman will feed it up ahead, but it's going to be slowed up by the Pelican Rapids Vikings. And now Ahmed gets, or actually it's Kadar Ibrahim back into the game. And he was challenged by an Alexandria player, and we had a foul called. And let's see, a yellow card I think just got presented. I don't know if it's on the, maybe on a Pelican Rapids player. I know that one player is going to the bench for the Vikings. but it's not Ibrahim. I think it's one of his teammates that got the yellow card. That may be Sebastian Centeno. He was the one that trekked off to the sideline, then kind of pounded his open fist on the wooden bench. So we're going to have a free kick coming up for Alexandria here in the 74th minute. This free kick will be right near the midfield stripe, and Colin Riley will take it about maybe 20 yards off the south sideline. So this will not be a direct free kick on goal. I saw Sebastian Rosilas kind of shading his eyes a little bit, so he may be looking into the sun at this point. We have had the skies clear off after having snow flurries earlier. Here's a shot and a header that got cleared over the net, and Alexandria is going to be awarded a corner kick here in the 74th minute. The corner kick will come from the northeast corner. I think Colin Riley, the junior captain, will have the honors for Alexandria. Pelican Rapids 1, Alexandria 1. We're deep into the second half of regulation play in this Section 8A quarterfinal. Riley bends it across. It comes to the south side, and Jacob Partington tried a crossing pass. That got knocked out across the sideline, and Partington will throw it in. He'll send it in front, and the ball headed up in the air, down along the sideline, and Pelican Rapids trying to gain control, kept in by Partington. Now across, here's an attempt, and that got cleared away by the Pelican Rapids Vikings. Now up in the midfield third, Pelican Rapids looks to transition. 75th minute of the match is here. Under 6 to go in regulation play. Alexandria 1, Pelican Rapids 1. Now we're going to have a foul called. It looked like Jager Steele and Pelican Rapids Joshua Urbano were battling for possession. The foul will be called on the Cardinals, and the pass on the free kick intercepted here by Jack Carlson. He'll look to work on the dribble here for Alexandria, sending it over toward Riley, but the pass is behind him. It gets intercepted. Now the Vikings come back the other way. Right side, Jesus Moreno has it just outside the penalty box area. Now a crossing attempt, and here's the shot. That got blocked by Thomas Klecker. Now a battle, and we're going to have a foul in the penalty box area, as it was Kadar Ibrahim went down just inside the box. And the challenge here, Tyler Zimmerman, I believe, was battling for possession, but because the foul occurred in the penalty box, or maybe it occurred just outside the penalty box. Yeah, because this will not be a PK. Evidently, the foul occurred just outside the box. I thought it occurred in the box. Had it occurred inside the penalty box, it would have been a penalty kick. But still, this free kick for Pelican Rapids is going to come from less than 20 yards away from the goal, but the Cardinals do have some defenders in front. Here's a shot, and it hit the post. The crossbar stopped it. Now a loose ball in front to scramble, and Pelican Rapids continuing to try to put on the pressure, and now we're going to have a foul called, stopping play, and I think this will be on the Pelican Rapids Vikings. So Pelican Rapids is 2/3 of the way to the trifecta here. One shot has hit the right post, one shot has hit the crossbar. We have yet to hit a shot connecting with the left goal post. Cardinals will clear the ball across the far sideline. Let's now take that final break during play-by-play. We are late in regulation. And on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard in Section 8A Boys Playoff Soccer, Pelican Rapids and Alexandria remain tied 1-1.
Lakes Country Insurance, a proud sponsor of Pelican Rapids Sports. Now's a great time to review your insurance options. Meet with Shelly at Lakes Country Insurance in Pelican Rapids. Enthusiasm with a friendly hometown touch. If you have any questions or need an insurance quote, you can contact Shelly at Lakes Country Insurance, 105 South Broadway, Pelican Rapids, or call 218-863-1800. That's 863-1800. Lakes Country Insurance.
Your score is 1-1 on the Park Region Otter Tail Telecom scoreboard.
Because Pelican Rapids was able to get a scoring chance, and from about 12 yards out, the Abdi Isse shot was saved by Ryan Mavison. The follow-up was sent across the end line, so Alexandria gets awarded the goal kick. Just over 3 minutes to go in regulation play. We're tied 1-1. Pelican Rapids seemingly with the momentum right now. It almost feels like Alexandria is trying to hang on. Here's Kadir Ibrahim playing it through, and now we're going to have a stoppage. I think the foul got called on the Vikings, and we'll have a free kick for Alexandria. So I think Jack Carlson was sent to the turf. Pelican Rapids 8-2 going into this match. Alexandria 2-5-4, but more importantly, both teams 1-0 in the postseason. Now Colin Riley battles for possession, comes back to the edge of the penalty box area in the Alexandria end. Ball cleared over to the far side. Now Pelican Rapids will try to keep it in the attacking third. Now it's going to be swung over. Out top, Ibrahim getting it at the edge of the penalty box. He'll look to take the shot. He rolls it on Mavison, who makes the save. Unofficially, Ryan Mavison has now made 9 saves in this second half. 2 of the Pelican Rapids shots have gone off posts, though, so out of those 9 shots on goal, 2 hit wood, and Ryan Mavison has saved the others. Now a long ball back the other way, but I think we're going to have an offside called on Alexandria. And we'll have a free kick here for the Pelican Rapids Vikings. We're down to about 90 seconds remaining in regulation play. Again, if we're still tied at the end of regulation, overtime would loom on the horizon. Now a ball in deep. Here is Jesus Moreno playing it over, and now a shot left side cleared away by Jacob Partington on the attempt by Abdi Isse. Now it's going to be Daniel Urbano getting it. He'll try a cross. Now Ibrahim has it in front, and it's going to be a shot. Save made on the attempt there by Abdi Isse. Ryan Mavison coming through again for the Alexandria Cardinals. Still tied at 1. The 80th minute of regulation play is here. Is overtime beckoning? Pelican Rapids hoping for a little bit of good karma. The Vikings scored in the last minute of the opening half to create this 1-1 deadlock. But right now, the Vikings will have to bring the ball all the way back from the other end. The Cardinals starting to work it in deep into the Pelican Rapids end. About a half minute remaining. Alexandria will be awarded a throw-in along the far sideline off to our left. Jager Steele will trigger it in. He's going to send it in. Scramble, and the shot attempt by Klecker, that got deflected away, played back into the midfield area. Now another looping shot in front. Scramble, loose ball, popped up, and Rosilas is able to get it. And that's the way regulation is going to end. We are tied 1-1, and extra soccer will be required to determine the victor in the... This one will go down toward the goal line, and Rosilas will scoop it up. He moved far away from the mouth of the goal. He wanted to make sure everything stays in front of him if he can. The punt goes away, back toward Tyler Bright. Now Pelican Rapids trying to gain control. Zimmerman and a Pelican Rapids player challenging. Now Colin Riley with the ball. He's going to send it through, and then it's going to be played over toward the far sideline. Not out, though. Kept in by the Vikings. And now here's a crossing attempt by Saeed. Now out front, here's a looping shot right on Ryan Mavison, who makes the save on the attempt by Abdi Isse. So the punt here by Mavison up toward the midfield area. Knocked down. Colin Riley trying to pass it ahead, but it's going to be sent back by Pelican Rapids. The Vikings trying to put some pressure on here in the Cardinals' end. Mohamed Ahmed trying a crossing pass toward Kadir Ibrahim. Ibrahim has been held off the sheet today after getting a hat trick in the win against Hillcrest on Monday. Now a deep ball comes down toward the goal line. Battling it for it here is Bryce Paffrath and Abdirahman Saeed, and Paffrath clears the ball across the sideline. Throw-in coming up. It's going to be intercepted here by Jack Carlson. Carlson will send one across toward Lucas Harstead. Long race the other way. Harstead getting defended by a couple of Pelican Rapids players. Now the Vikings will look to bring it back in, but Harstead separated Pelican Rapids' Oscar Pedroza from the ball. Now we're going to have a stoppage here. Foul on Alexandria, and we'll have a free kick for Pelican Rapids. We have now played approximately 3 minutes of overtime. We're about to move into the 84th minute of this match. Tied at 1 between Pelican Rapids and Alexandria.
Your score is 1-1 on the Park Region Otter Tail Telecom scoreboard.
Trying to work it deeper into the Cardinals' end. Tyler Zimmerman tries to play it away. Kept in now by Issei. Then Colin Riley will clear it back into the Pelican Rapids end. Here is Sebastian Rosiles playing it up ahead. Now a pass broken up here by the Alexandria Cardinals' Jager Steele. Steele will feed it ahead. Now Lucas Harstead trying to get out, and Pelican Rapids has a defender clearing it across the sideline. We're going to have a throw-in coming up in the attacking end on the Pelican Rapids side by the Alexandria Cardinals. Again, the next goal is a game winner for either side. Partington to throw it in. It's headed up in the air, knocked away by Pelican Rapids, and the Vikings will clear it back toward the midfield third. Stopped here by one of the Alexandria Cardinal players, Bryce Paffrath. Now a shot through toward Carlson, and it's going to be saved here by the goalkeeper, Rosiles. So now the ball played back to the edge of the midfield third. Pelican Rapids now trying to get busy on the offensive end. Here comes Ibrahim to the edge of the penalty box. In front, Mavison will slide. And he made the save, but I believe Ibrahim, trying to avoid contact with Ryan Mavison, may have clipped Mavison on the knee, because it seems like the Cardinals' junior goalkeeper is favoring his knee at the moment. So we're going to have a stoppage as Ryan Mavison is down on the turf at the moment. And this would be a tough blow for the Alexandria Cardinals if Mavison's situation is such that he cannot continue on. Tough to bring in your backup keeper here in a playoff game where the next goal is a winner. And honestly, I don't know who that backup keeper would be. Hopefully Ryan Mavison's going to be all right. It looks like his right leg is being stretched a little bit here, so hopefully a little massaging and TLC will allow Ryan Mavison to stay in this game. He's played well for the Alexandria Cardinals, that last line of defense, and he's got more than a dozen saves today. Pelican Rapids unofficially has put 16 shots on the Alexandria goal, but just one score, and that was by Mohammed Ahmed in the 40th minute of the match. Jack Carlson scored the Alexandria goal. That was back in the 31st minute. Ryan Mavison getting up on his feet, and it looks like he's going to be okay, but I think he's going to head to the bench here. So this is going to require the Cardinals to change keepers, and that is not a good situation for Alexandria. Now I believe I don't know if this would be Luke Lavasser who's coming in as the backup keeper, but he will be called upon here in half number 2. So Mavison is going to have to be checked out at the bench. And the ball is going to be triggered in by Lavasser. Now played out across the sideline, and we're going to have a throw in for Alexandria. And it looks like Ryan Mavison coming right back in, so Mr. Lavasser just needed to clear the ball away, and evidently the work along the sideline was good enough. And great to see Ryan Mavison back on the pitch for the Alexandria Cardinals here in the 85th minute of the match. We are in overtime. Alexandria and Pelican Rapids tied at 1. Ball played into the Vikings' end. The Cardinals trying to keep it down there. Here is Thomas Klecker, trying to get a pass across, but it got intercepted. Pelican Rapids coming back the other way. Now looking to control here, Sebastian Centeno for Pelican Rapids. Now a ball sneaks through and not slowed up by Paffrath, but now Tyler Bright will clear the ball across the sideline and will have a throw-in for the Pelican Rapids Vikings. Vikings have it. Now a crossing attempt toward the net, and Mavison's going to scoop the ball out of the air. And he'll punt the ball away. And it's up in the midfield third. We've now played 6 minutes of overtime, so the 87th minute of the match is upon us. Pelican Rapids 1, Alexandria 1 in Section 8A boys soccer. Win or go home for the Pelican Rapids Vikings and the Alexandria Cardinals. Throw in by Jacob Partington goes in deep. It's going to be cleared out of bounds by the Vikings. Another throw in for Alexandria, this time into the attacking third. The Cardinals did score their first half goal at the east end. They would like to do it again late in this first overtime. But we have not had any scoring since the 40th minute of the match. 1-1 the count between Pelican Rapids and Alexandria on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard. I'm D-Mac, Dave McClurg with the call. The Vikings try to work it in deep into the Alexandria end. Handling it, Joshua Urbano on the left side. The Cardinals clear it out of bounds. Pelican Rapids will trigger it in. The Vikings hoping to get the opportunity to play at home again on Tuesday. That would be the case if the Vikings prevail. Now here's a crossing attempt, broken up by Alexandria, looped over to the near side, now in front to shot, and that's a game winner for Pelican Rapids. The Vikings score in minute number 97 of the match. It occurred on the far side of the field, and Pelican Rapids will defend its number 1 seed, and the Vikings will have the opportunity to host again on Tuesday in the section semifinal round. I hope they lift that player up again to see they hoisted one of their teammates high, the one who scored the game-winning goal in the 97th minute. So celebration for the Pelican Rapids Vikings. Heartbreak for the Alexandria Cardinals. Pelican Rapids prevails in a second overtime by a final score of 2-1. The Vikings with the win are now 9-2. Alexandria with the defeat falls to a final.